Hi everyone, my name is Leanne and today I'm going to be recommending to you 4 Irish non-fiction books. If you weren't aware, we are now in the tail end of the Irish Readathon for 2023. It's not too late to get involved. All you need to do to participate is read one book that is an Irish book. I will leave all of the information linked down below in the description if you want to find out more, as well as my playlist of Irish Readathon videos from years gone by, which does include another video recommending Irish non-fiction books to you. And I definitely stand by all of those recommendations, but I wanted to add 4 more books to the list, starting with Reclaiming. And you may know the author of this book as Yewande from Love Island. This is a really powerful essay collection from Yewande that covers a range of different topics that are united on a theme of identity. She looks at a range of different topics within that sphere, so people mispronouncing her name, experiences of growing up Black in Ireland, and what role being Black plays in how she navigates her career in the pharmaceutical industry, how she navigated her college life, her experiences on Love Island, and her experiences with the beauty and fashion industry post Love Island, and the whole kind of social media influencer thing. This is a really insightful collection of essays that deal a lot with her experiences of discrimination, and they're really informative in those ways. And I think it's really important, if you are someone who's consuming TV shows like Love Island, to listen to perspectives like Yewande's about what it was like to a Black contestant on those shows. These shows can often be like a microcosm of the wider dating sphere, where everything is just really heightened. And I think in previous series of Love Island, I haven't watched the most recent one, we've definitely seen the racial biases and prejudices that are present in the dating sphere amplified in that microcosm. So I think Yewande's perspective on that is really important and interesting. Next, I want to recommend another essay collection. So this is Notes to Self by Emily Pine. So this contains 6 really powerful, hard-hitting personal essays from the author. She's looking at topics like her father's alcohol addiction, her parents' separation, her kind of unruly teenage years, her experiences of infertility, and also sexual violence. These essays are extremely emotional, so if you're someone that struggles to deal with any of the topics that I've just mentioned, be aware of that before going into this collection. But I think they are so powerful, not solely just because of the subject matter, but because of how exceptionally well crafted Emily's writing is. She's such a powerful writer. And I think these are topics that are really important within an Irish context as well. You know, relationships with alcohol is something that's kind of thrown around as a bit of a stereotypical joke, when in reality there is a really significant alcohol problem. Also, experiences around pregnancy, that's always a topic when put in an Irish context, has so many complicated layers to it because of our difficult and damaged history in relation to people being pregnant, and taking away agency and choices in those kinds of circumstances. As I said, super hard hitting, but definitely one that I think is really important and I would recommend. On the topic of the mistreatment of pregnant people and children throughout Irish history, I'd also like to recommend another very hard hitting book, and that is Republic of Shame. So this one isn't personal essays. This is certainly a lot more kind of journalistic in the way that it's written. So it's very kind of information heavy, but also pulling together kind of interviews with people, looking at statistics and that kind of thing around the influence of Catholic morality in Ireland, and how the state and the church were colluding in this system that was so oppressive and hugely damaging. It's about a culture of control around motherhood, specifically looking at mother and baby homes and the mistreatment of the people who were housed there. If this isn't a topic that you've heard about before, or if this sounds like new information to you, I'd highly recommend you just do a bit of research into it before going into this book, just so you've got a little bit of context around what the mother and baby homes were and the terrifying and harrowing experiences that people had in them. The final book I want to recommend to you is The Problem with My Normal Penis: Myths of Race, Sex and Masculinity. So this book is a memoir that I would really recommend to readers who got a lot of value out of Why I'm No Longer Talking to White People About Race, or Candice Braithwaite's I Am Not Your Baby Mother. It is a personal memoir from the author, who is an actor. He was in Hamilton, activist, writer, singer. And it looks at experiences throughout his life where masculinity, and specifically Black masculinity, has played a role. It takes a look at a lot of the preconceived notions about what Black masculinity is, and the really damaging stereotypes there are, and the origins of those stereotypes. For instance, the stereotype that all black men have big dicks. And it really challenges those notions that are really embedded in society. It kind of specifically looks at British society, because I think that's where the author has spent a lot of his adult life, but he is of mixed Irish and Nigerian heritage. I am someone that reads a lot of books about kind of gender, sex, sexuality, but I think unfortunately it's far more rare that we hear about those topics from the perspective of a black man. So I think this perspective is really important. And this is a book that is written really honestly, but also gets the author's personality and voice across really well. So again, another recommendation. So that's it. They are all the books I'm going to recommend to you today. As I said, if you're looking for any more Irish book recommendations, there will be loads linked down below in the description. If you are participating in the Irish Readathon, do let me know what you're reading at the minute. Are you reading anything that is non-fiction? Is there an Irish non-fiction book you'd like to recommend to me? Leave me a comment down below. Or if you don't have anything specific to say, leave me a green emoji so I know that you're here. That is it for me today. I hope you guys are doing well, and I will speak to you in my next video.